Right. Let me figure. Well, welcome everybody, whoever is here. Let me. So we'll still figuring this up, figuring this out, and let me go ahead and check some stuff. I'm trying to. I'm having difficulties on putting my iPhone on my display here, so I can show you guys the rest of my build. I have one more bag to go ahead and go for, and I have a few things I want to go ahead and share, open up for the to share with you guys. I'm excited to go ahead and show you guys what I got. But let's go ahead and see if we are able to put our iPhone on here and our camera and whatnot. But thank you very much, everybody, for coming here and watching my live. Let's see if we can figure this out. All right, I'm trying to figure out on how to put on my iPhone. It does not let me. I do not know why. Let's see. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. Let's see. iPhone. Okay. iPhone camera. Where's it's not showing up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's make this little. Move it right there. Let's look for the iPhone. iPhone camera, iPhone. Let's see if that works. That's on there, but iPhone this view camera. Still no. Well, no one seems to be watching, so let me go ahead and. I don't want to end it. Oh, wait. What did I do? It's that. But iPhone camera, it's not letting me. See, it's not. It's supposed to be here. Won't be alive here at Gus Collects without any technical difficulties, right? plug this in. Right. The camera is on, but it does not show up here. It just shows it like that. I don't like it like that though. Like, I don't know why it does that. Hmm. 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 Well, camera. This is a job for ChatGPT. I'm gonna try to figure this out. If you're watching this on the replay, and if you're on here, put it on the chat and I will interact with you. Here we go. Maybe this one. This one could work.
This is really useful to do as you may not have a webcam for your computer, but you want to go and use your phones. So to go and get started, we need to go and open up a web browser, which I'll do now. The app is called DroidCam. So go and type that in like so, and you can come to the site, droidcam.app. Here we are, and you can scroll down and you can go and read about how it's going to go and work. So what we can do is go and download and get the client. I'll click Windows Setup and click on Download. Open up your File Explorer, come to Downloads, and you can then go and find the application and double click it to run it. And you can then go through the setup. You need to get it on your phone as well. So open up the App Store or Play Store, and you can click on Search, and then go and search for DroidCam, and we can go and open it up. You can come onto your computer and go and run DroidCam as well. Click on the search at the bottom and you can search for it and run it. Then you can click.
Nope, nope, I don't want to download. I was having it. Like, I don't want to download anything. I watched the video like last week. I don't want to go back and watch it. Alright, let's see. Dun 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 dun. Nope, 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 nope. Ladies and gentlemen, we need the Dodgers to win today. Legit. We do. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Nope. 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 Oh, come on. S-O-B-S. Man. Oh, this is it right here.
Here's how to use OBS
Found it.
Studio step by step for beginners. OBS, or Open Broadcaster Software, is a powerful, free live streaming software and recording software that can be difficult to get your head around. So this complete OBS tutorial will get you up to speed, lots of different supported places, or we can choose done on the computer, because if the things that you need to configure up. But I would suggest for those of you, especially if you're feeling a little bit more advanced or you want to really geek out with this stuff, I would suggest that you click through, see what options you have access to in here, and then at some point you can start to experiment with those things. But the first thing I want to do in here is come over to video and let's set up our project size here, which they call it here our canvas size. So right now I'm set to 3840 by 2160, so 4K, and it's saying here that this is a 16 by 9, so widescreen aspect ratio. We can customize this up. So if we wanted to switch from 4K to 1080, then we can pick here 1920 by 1080, and you can see that we've still kept that aspect ratio here of 16 by 9. If we wanted to instead go live in portrait or record a portrait video, we could flip this. So we could go 1080 video or something like that. Then you could bump this up to 60 frames per second, or if you need a specific frame rate to match maybe other cameras and things that you have more control in here. But I'm going to leave this here as simple. But the main settings you want to look at then on this page is, are we going to be live streaming? Are we going to be recording? Are we going to be doing both, streaming and recording at the same time? And let's lock down the quality and the settings specific to that task. So in regards to streaming, the main one we want to look at here, Twitch, Twitter, and a lot of others, if we hit show, can dock it here if we'd like, so that we've got a smaller area here for our chat. But then we also, down the bottom here below this now, was our YouTube live control panel. So we can sign into our YouTube channel here too. By default, you need to have at least one. And then we have sources inside of a scene. So let's go ahead here and let's add a source. I want to hit this little plus button down here. And you can see we've got lots of different things that we can add into our scene here. We can just bring in an audio source, like a microphone. We could bring in a web browser, images. We can do a background color if we want. Lots of different stuff. And again, this is a super advanced tool, so we're going to keep this simple. So we're going to come down here to video capture device. We can give this a name. Let's call this webcam 1. And I'm going to choose OK. And now we get to choose which camera is webcam 1. So we can pick our device here. You can see all the different ones on this Mac right now. I'm going to choose Insta360 Link. And then we can also adjust the quality of the webcam here at this point too. So it says the preset here is high, medium, or low in terms of quality. Or we can actually specify the video resolution again, 1080p, 4K in the case of this webcam because it supports it. I'm going to choose 1080 just so that everything matches with what we've done before. And I'm going to choose OK. So right now we have one scene, and this scene has me full screen here in the webcam. Let's go ahead and add another scene, and let's call this screen. Let's choose OK. And maybe let's rename scene number 1. I'm just going to right click on it and let's choose rename, and let's call this camera. So we have camera and we have screen. So let's go ahead and add our computer screen for screen here. Click the plus for sources. I'm going to choose screen capture. Now obviously on Windows it's not going to be called Mac OS screen capture, it will just be screen capture or display capture. So then we can choose, do we want to capture our entire display, a specific window, or a specific application? In this case I'm going to choose window. I'm then going to pick the window that we want to use. So I've got a Safari tab here open with YouTube, and then I'm going to hit OK. And we've now got our screen here showing in this tab. Now we also have the ability here to resize this. So you can see here it's too big at this point. So we can pick this up, we can drag it around. We've got these handles here on the side that we can shrink this down so that it fits. Maybe something like this. Maybe we'll scroll it up so we don't get all those tabs across the top. Okay, second scene created. So the first one, camera, we click on that, and we're on camera. Scene number 2 is our screen. Then it's just our full screen showing YouTube at this case. Now let's say that we wanted to create a scene which is a mix of both. There's a couple of different ways that we could do this, but the easiest way is we've already got this screen 1 set up. Let's duplicate this. Let's right click on this. Let's choose duplicate. Let's give it a name, screen with camera. Let's go OK. So we've got our screen. Make sure we've got this one here, screen with camera selected. We can then hit the plus down here, and we can add in our video capture device here. Now we can either add our existing webcam here, or we can bring it in as a second copy of it, a second instance of it. If we just brought in this one here that we've already created, and then we made changes to it in our other scene, then that would apply to here too. If we want to create our own settings in this specific scene for that, then I would bring it in as a new camera. So we could call it here webcam 1 because it's still camera 1, but maybe we go V2 in this case. So I'm going to choose OK. Again, we would choose our camera, Insta360 Link. We can choose our quality here. Let's go 1920 by 1080. Let's choose OK. And what we can do now, so that we can see both, is that we can shrink this down. And we can pick it up, we can move it around, we can really customize this up. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like